I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22. Yeah, that's what episode we're on sound. Okay.
Nice.
Cheers for that, Taylor Swift. We appreciate you stopping by.
I didn't know she played for Man U.
Well, it is what it is. And
It was good, but she shouldn't have won it.
What was that? Sorry.
It was good, but she shouldn't have won it. Beyonce was.
Okay, that's fair.
Thank you, Kanye.
Beyonce should have won it.
George Bush doesn't like black people. He said that too. He said that too. What a guy. He has absolutely no filter.
It doesn't need a filter.
Also, let's get a divorce.
Why? Try it out.
All right.
I wish I could get a divorce from things which on this show I fucking want to talk about. So I think we need to talk about this show.
Well, for us to do that, I am Rob Campbell alongside.
I am jobber number 2, Martin Holland.
And I've been Daniel. Somebody's put a beautiful T-shirt over my board cornfield. And Rob, speaking of T-shirts over boards, someone was looking to pick up this fine merch. Where would they be looking?
Where would they be looking? They'd be heading to bccw2021.com and head to that merch section, or check out our social medias and we'll be able to provide you with one.
Also, if you'd like some extra merch, this is like the longest intro I'm ever going to do. If you're looking to get this sexy bastard, you go to Hot Tag Reviews, get in touch with us. We'll surely provide. Cornfield.
Which is also on the website.
My name's got long.
Hit that intro music.
Oh no.
All up to the editor's choice. Editor's choice.
In all seriousness, though, let's get into the DeLorean. Okay.
So
we are in Sturgis, South Dakota, at the motorcycle rally on the 9th of August 1997 for World Championship Wrestling presenting Road Wild. Tony tells us there was 20,000 people there. Tony can suck a dick. There were 6,500 people in attendance. Okay?
20,000 people.
What a geezer.
I'm surprised they didn't try and just say there was 300,000. Just go.
A capacity crowd.
20,000 people when every person had a fucking 10-foot motorbike each. Like, how can you fit 20,000 people when you got fucking motorbikes in the same area?
Can't believe. Just like in the main event, I can't believe that they were trying to sell us that.
Do you think that they was trying to say that they stacked the motorbikes above each other so they got more room for activities? Do you think that might have been it?
Nice.
Just a theory. Just a theory.
Did we just become best friends? So, pay-per-view buy rate, let's just get that over and done with. So, this drew 180,000 versus 155,000, so it's 25k up. So once again, WCW high above the numbers, successful. Maybe because of the stunt they pulled on Nitro leading up to it, maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe because they changed the name as well, because it was Hog Wild.
Hog Wild.
Yes, they did.
Good decision to change the name. I feel
it's amazing when you change just one word. It's
literally
what a difference it makes, you know.
I agree. So just to give some background about this venue, there is motorcycles everywhere, but like we say, it took place during a motorcycle rally that takes place every year in the South Dakota area. It began in 1938 by a group of Indian motorcycle riders and was originally held for stunts and races. Since then, the rally's just become a bunch of grown men and women who attend on their bikes and enjoy their weekend.
Okay.
Best way I can do it.
So it sounds like it sounds like going to any wrestling show then, basically, if you're a worker.
Sounds about right.
Just turn up, enjoy yourself.
Let's get into it. So the introduction, basically, I'm not sure if it was the NWO voiceover guy or not, but he basically tells us the big surprise going into this pay-per-view is Lex Luger has become the world heavyweight champion. What the fuck?
Yeah, he beat Hulk Hogan on Nitro, didn't he?
Yeah.
In Torture.
Yeah.
Big celebration. Even fucking Prince Ikea was out there in the ring on Nitro.
Shit.
You can tell it's big when the IKEA himself turns up.
Yeah.
Like, come
If
on.
his presence is there, then it's,
Shit's going down.
You're rubbing shoulders with some greatness then.
This is 2 years in the making from the minute that Lex Luger walked into that shopping mall. That's what this has been building.
Because, like, you wouldn't think that Hogan would do such a thing. Like, he's been on such a run and, like, been so over with, like, Karl Malone and not Karl Malone,
Dennis Rodman.
Was Jay Leno in at this point?
No, I think that might be a little bit later on.
Who was it with? Green, who was the tag team?
Kevin Green.
No, he was with Dennis Rodman anyway. He's been running around Hollywood. This is Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and he's been doing just
rubbing the shoulders.
Yeah, I think Hulk Hogan. Was after a good deal with Dennis Rodman, and we can get you good deals too around here with a little discount code that is offered at Max Spielman Eat Central in Merry Hill. They do all of the gimmicks, including photo gifts, prints, frames, ID, portraits, and you can get 10% off with the code HOTTAG10. And if you want to see, if you will, some of the things that you could get, then for our YouTube viewers, I have a lovely surprise. Craig, who is the manager of that branch, by the way, also a very good friend of the show, has produced me a little birthday present, as you can see the spoiler alert as I admire it. So here it is. I was born in July of 1989, and that is a replica copy of the WWF magazine from back in the day, but with my face instead of Hulk Hogan's. And the stories are very, very related to me. For example, a rare interview with the champ. It says Bag of Dome, Savage and Sherry in a dark fruits shocker. Crowbar, can Axe and Smash turn the betrayed? And in this issue, RC Chaos talks Andre and Heenan plotting against Stud and his fort on Superfly. So welcome to the box of gimmicks.
That's pretty cool, that is, to be honest.
That's the kind of things that you can get.
Yeah. Bear in mind, this is the bloke who has posted quite a few memes for us.
Absolutely.
A lot of them, we've not asked for them. There's a few I wish he never had done, but we'll never post those ones.
Well, if you will.
I never wanted to see Ahmed like that, and I never.
Oh, well.
That's all I'm saying.
I will always see Ahmed like that now.
This t-shirt's wrong, Mark. You're going to have to redesign it.
Fucking Big T. Fucking Big D.
If you will.
If you will, baby. A helicopter with terrible audio because bites. And Tony Schiavone.
This was the start of the drones. This was the drone beginning, wasn't it? Like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Doing it from a helicopter.
Yeah. Did anyone else get scared that Lance Wright was going to fucking pop up again? So I genuinely shit my pants up. No, it's been too soon.
No one could ever give that guy a job, but unfortunately, ECW did. So, again, tells us 20,000 fans are in attendance. We all know that's a load of bollocks. I do love the concept. I love an outdoor gimmick, to be fair, as well. So, there's more things to do in terms of the design, the entrance way, how the ring's positioned, blah, blah, blah. You get my vibe, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all you've got to say about that, right?
I think the only problem with doing like an outdoor show, though, it's you're literally up against the elements. If the weather ain't good, you're fucked. You are fucked.
You were a fuck. The rain held off, I believe.
That's good to hear.
How good were the commentators dressed? Tony, Big Dick Schiavone with his sunglasses. And then the other two just chilled.
I was trying to work out if Tony Schiavone's tattoo was real. It looked like he put it on just for the gimmick, like. It wasn't on his forearm, it was more up by his elbow, I don't know.
Oh, it's like in that, like...
Yeah.
That's like proper old school tattoo, though. That's like you'd see Harley Race and that with like tattoos on the forearm, like facing out.
No way.
So, bit of a nostalgia pop there for me, I'm not going to lie. Not the best tattoo I saw that night and not the best dressed announcer that night.
Dusty Rhodes looked like he's just fucking like gathered his cows in and then he jumped on commentary.
He also, Dusty Rhodes was hilarious because he was if you willing all night, but he got it out the door straight away, didn't he?
And situations.
Literally.
Like we were playing the drinking game.
We're in a situation, if you will.
I think he said situation twice in 20 seconds.
And it just looks like, as well, where they're sitting on the background, it's like them in the fucking Welsh valleys. There's like, you know what I mean? There's just like loads of hills. Like, it's mad.
If WCW ran another year, there'd have been an outdoor show. There would have been a show in Barry. I'm calling it now. In Barry.
Fucking hell. So, we get a graphic for match one. NWO Jobber Music hits. Vincent turns up for a payday too, as match number one is the New World Order being represented by Scott Norton and Buff Bagwell, with Vincent taking on the team of Harlem Heat.
What's the NWO's tag team name now?
Oh,
no idea. Couldn't give a fuck.
Oh, so the team of Scott Norton and Buff the Stuff Bagwell are called Vicious and Delicious.
Vicious and Delicious.
Which is a fucking great name for these two.
Oh, I wish you could told me that and actually sold me the idea of booking someone with that.
What, Vicious and Delicious?
Yeah, absolutely.
Work something out.
As well, like the matching gear, I was all over it. That was quite fat. Like No Mercy and 64 matching gear stuff. That was. I love it.
I think Buff's gear is definitely getting better now, but we're still not stovepipe hat yet.
Love it.
Like that. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. As soon as we're in that DeLorean for there, I want to stay. I'll jump out there.
We'll leave you there, look.
I'll dock brown it. I'll just carry on my life there. I'll be happy.
Well, fair. Didn't realise we got to the third film already, but time
travel, we can be wherever we want to be.
That is true. So Harlem Heat are the opponents. First of all, Stevie Ray nearly slips as soon as he walks out. And where the fuck's Sister Sherry then? No. Anybody?
She's nowhere.
No. Where is she?
I don't know.
So Sherry was fired for drug use. Was the wishy-washy explanation from Mr. Eric Bischoff on 83 Weeks. Sherry, in shoot interviews before sadly passing away, basically said he was a fucking dickhead and he didn't like her. So,
well, let's just hope that it wasn't just because she was, just wanted to get rid of her. Because she could still, from what we've seen on these,
she's been brilliant.
On paper as well, those two things shouldn't have fitted.
No,
Sister Sherry, Harlem Heat just shouldn't have meshed. And
not in 1994, right?
Yeah, but Sherry Martel, whatever she was given, she made work. So absolutely. More credit to her.
Plus, as well, she was there straight away when Booker T was coming for Hogan. She was there to make sure it was all right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Stevie Ray didn't give two fucks.
Nah.
It was like,
yeah, that's what my brother said. You heard him.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So just to be clear then, why does Bagwell get the shine?
To be fair, mate, I'm confused with the whole match, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what direction they're supposed to be going in. Yeah, and to be honest, going forward, there's a lot of matches that I'm a bit confused about.
Oh God!
Like, I don't know what the point is, because who's supposed to be the heel? NWO was in this match.
Yeah. So NWO is the heels, right?
But NWO was taking all the heat.
Yeah. They were baby faces.
But there wasn't acting like baby faces when they was giving the punishment out. There wasn't in the crowd. There was looked like they was giving dirty heat.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I won't skip too much forward, so I'll just leave it there. I was just really, really confused.
No.
To be fair, we are moving straight into the finish. I am not fucking around on this pay-per-view. I have been very brief for very good reason. Like I said, the match is not worth spending a lot of time talking about. The only thing that gives this an ounce of anything is a little bit of storyline, which is the fact that Miss Jackie turns up to Jacqueline, who was last seen, obviously, kicking the fuck out of Kevin Sutherland, sending him on his way. And she then basically becomes Harlem Heat's manager. So she replaces Sister Sherry. The finish is shit. It's terrible. Harlem Heat pick up the victory after 10 minutes and 20 seconds. I've given it half a star.
It's a fair comment. I've given it 1 star, purely because Jackie did turn up, for one. She took a nice...
All of her turned up.
Oh, yeah, all of it. She took a nice little bump on the apron as well.
She did.
It would have been a bit more...
Not intentionally, but hence why she didn't sell it, but it's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Booker T with the finish. He done the scissor kick. And then he tried to hook the leg that Jackie was supposed to hold down. So then Jackie was like, "Get off him, motherfucker!"
I love that it was definitely Stevie Ray, wasn't it? Because Booker T got beat up outside the ring.
Yeah.
It was Booker T that was pinning him.
Yeah, because Booker hit this.
I thought it was Stevie Ray,
I know, it was Stevie Ray.
I got it wrong. Oh, fuck it. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I apologise.
No,
Let me just rewind that.
I think whoever booked this match got it wrong.
Oh, yeah. And then it was like Jackie was like, "Wrong leg, motherfucker," and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll do this leg really awkwardly." Yeah.
This is how you properly do it.
Yeah, it's just a bag of shit for him.
Yeah. I've got to give it 1 star. Jacqueline being their new manager, it's a good fit, and Booker T. I'm always going to give him half a star because that motherfucker works.
Do you know what? I think I was talking to Danny about it. How underrated is Booker T?
It's one of the few things I will say about WCW going forward. Certain people do get the credit they rightly deserve, and thankfully Booker is one of the few that gets that.
Harlem Heat, even on Nitro, was doing dark matches, and he was doing dark matches around this time, and it's a bit crazy. I think one of them was against the Steiners. I think it was last month.
Yeah, I think. How the fuck have you not put that on a pay-per-view?
You are right. It was a pay-per-view dark match, but Public Enemy were on, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not around anymore, funny enough. Yeah, well, so far. Anyway.
Don't worry.
No, that's a shame. So after the match, we see that DiBiase has now left the New World Order, and he's basically managing the Steiner brothers as he's on the WWF thing with John Wick. That was a Jim Ross reference. You get it, right?
Yeah.
The WCW website with John Wick.
I love Keanu.
Write your lines properly, Rob. Fuck me.
Rob, just quick question. Your drink today, what is it and how was it sponsoring?
So, Tilt is sponsoring tonight's drink of Cobra Libre.
I love the fact that it's called Cuba Libre, but fuck yeah, let him have it.
Cobra Libre. I think Rob's been on the Cobra Libre a bit too much over the last couple of days.
Well, if you will, baby. It all started Wednesday and it hasn't stopped yet. I'm an alcoholic. What?
And that was Wednesday.
Let's not joke about those things.
And that was Wednesday, 2020. Long year.
Oh shit! Has it been that?
I don't remember much of it though.
So match 2, because Tanay joins us, right, Don?
Yes, he does.
The NWO Jobber music hits, and there's yet another surprise from pay-per-view to pay-per-view, because our mate Conan is now a part of the NWO.
Yep.
And he's here to take on Rey Mysterio with Rey Mysterio Jr., if you will, with Mickey J as the official. So what's going on with Conan, guys? Because I tried to find the footage of when he joins, and I had no joy, so hopefully you guys can fill me in a little bit.
It was just one of them that this is the point where they started bloating members, and just 1 week it'd be like, oh yeah, he's a member. He's got a t-shirt.
I think he turned on Rey Mysterio the week before or the week or two before, and that because he turned on somebody from WCW, that automatically made him an NWO member.
Yeah,
we need a match on the card.
Yeah,
so
fair,
but it just, I don't know, not really buying Conan as NWO. Don't buy it.
I always remember Conan as a different NWO member.
Yes.
When I Conan, I always think of a different
Red and black,
Absolutely. Yeah.
He's a Wolfpack kind of for me.
Wolfpack, yeah.
He's
Not
definitely,
for life, though.
and I could find the footage of that one, and when fucking Savage and Nash bring him out, I found that, but nothing for this.
Nothing about him officially becoming Hollywood.
I couldn't be asked to search a network, to be honest with you.
Don't forget, a lot of stuff happened on like Saturday Nitros around this time.
Yeah.
Waited until Monday Nitros as well.
Do you reckon that's where Anton Deck got the idea from, look?
Maybe.
Very possible.
Okay.
Very possible.
So in this match, they get straight to the action. It's quite fast paced and hard hitting, to be fair. And then there's some cut off moves from Conan, which are quite vicious at times, really. Conan has definitely got a different kind of aggression in this match. And I think it suits him better, personally.
Yeah.
Definitely works better as a heel than a face, right?
I don't like, especially with the size of like Mysterio, like you don't think Conan's that big. I know Ray's not exactly a good standard, but Conan looked fucking huge in this. He looked like he'd genuinely put in work in the gym.
Yeah.
Like he'd look like he'd been hitting the gym a bit more.
Mysterio ain't even like, he's not even like stocky, he's not beefy.
Yeah.
He's still small, isn't he? Whereas like now you're thinking he's got a quite
big
on him, but back then he was just like dead small, man. He was just really skinny and really small.
Wee slip of a boy. Wee slip of a 22-year-old man at this point.
And that's the thing.
22.
22 at this point, unbelievable. And he's still banked Jennifer Aniston, so it's fine. But story-wise, it's all about the leg of Rey Mysterio. That's what Conan is targeting. But something that, I thought immediately come from Eddie Guerrero. I hear Conan shout, Viva la Raza. So, did he create that then? Is that where we're going with this?
It's not the fact it's created. It was more just like a general shout in Lucha Libre wrestling.
Yeah. It's a
Okay.
big Mexican.
It's like it's a way to G the crowd. It's like, like, come
Come
on.
on!
Yeah.
Come on, baby!
Let's go.
Yeah. It's essentially just that.
Yeah.
Oh, blurry camera. Blurry camera.
I'm breaking.
Shall I? Shall I? Anyway,
Oh, Rob, what do you think about Conan's check shirt?
the disrespect that he gives to check shirt, he's not on, really, to be fair.
Yeah, but he was getting ready for a night out, so in that respect, I've brought it.
Leave him to it, then. Leave him to it. All about that check shirt, give me, because it's probably the best entrance gear of the night, to be fair. If you will. So, Conan tries to unmask Ray, and he keeps hitting moves. I like that he's trying to put him out and get it off, to be honest. Obviously, he holds the mask in front of his face after it coming off. You catch glimpses, but, he doesn't happen. And I was thinking, fuck, I don't remember it being this early. It clearly wasn't.
Yeah.
Then, after about 7 minutes, Tenay drops that it's a no DQ match.
So, Rob, you cut off then.
Tenay announces around 7 minutes in that it's a no DQ match.
It's a Mexican death match, yeah.
Yeah.
And it seemed pointless because they hadn't done anything.
Dan done. I think the only way they did that was the whole mask thing, which was brought up that in Lucha Brawls, if you're demasked, it's instant DQ. I think that was there just to cover for that.
Yeah.
But then most US wrestling fans wouldn't know that unless they're told.
I think they've just literally put this on the card, so when they sell the brochures at the stadium or whatever, they can say, "Oh, Mexican death match," just like the fucking Texas death matches with fucking men.
In Mississippi.
Crazy, man.
Shit.
General lower South of America death match, which really isn't a death match.
Bottom line is Conan eventually picks up the victory by submission after a great cradle DDT after catching Mysterio from the top. And then he puts him in the Tequila Sunrise for the finish after 10 minutes and 20 seconds. I don't think I can rate it much higher than the first match, if I'm honest. I've only gone with 3/4 of a star, 0.75 on the Richter scale here, boys.
I think it was probably one of the better matches of the night, technical wise, maybe. I've gone with 2 stars. I think.
I was just in a foul mood when I watch this. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Use Meltzer in it, won't you?
He just needed a nap. That was all it just needed. A nap.
Fucking did need a nap, man. I didn't get one, and I'm still upset about it.
Gets cranked without a nap.
I think it was a good match. I think it was all
Someone
right.
get the kid a Happy Meal.
And I love the tequila sunrise as well. That's
Yeah, it was a good finish. I thought he was legit trying to kill him earlier in the match as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
What a
Suppose the fact
cunt.
is, though, when two people...
Like a fucking Mr. Stretchy warning if you do it for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Hey, how'd you like your new Stretch Armstrong, motherfucker?
Yeah.
I went 1.5. I made no secret about this. I fucking love Conan back in this day. I think it's amazing. Rob's just readjusting his scenery.
It's the lighting.
Yeah, that's better.
Too much. That's
That's
way better, isn't it?
And I can still see Michael, which that makes me
Sorry.
very happy.
Yeah,
That makes me very
I don't want to
happy.
get rid of Michael. Michael's like key to this whole setup.
Yeah.
That baby promo, fuck you know.
You what, sorry?
That babyface promo you got there.
I know, things have changed. Extra chins have come on. Lockdown hasn't been kind, folks.
That Cradle DDT, I want to steal. I'm not even going to lie.
I
saw that
agree.
again. I want that. I think I might
That's
actually start using that and hopefully
Happy for
not
me.
kill someone. So, but I went 1.5, just like the actual aggression of it. It felt like
you're into that
sometimes,
kind of stuff, ain't you?
I just think it went too slow. I think the reason I haven't rated it so high is because I thought when Conan was on top, it just dragged the match down a bit.
Bearing in mind as well, this match lasted exactly the same time as the fucking storm that you had on the first match.
But I thought it was a better match. This was
You know what I mean?
It was
Right,
definitely a better match. I completely agree that it was definitely a better match. I
not
couldn't.
much, but
I couldn't get into it. When I got into it was when he was kicking the fuck out of him, trying to take his mask off, and then he got it back on, and I sort of settled down again.
oh. That was
It took me by surprise. It hooked me.
yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. I just wasn't expecting to see it.
Yeah.
But that's the only bit of
Do you think at this point,
oomph that I got for the match.
do you think the venue and do you think the audience are having a bit of an impact at this point you're watching it match 2?
You know what? You're probably absolutely spot on because that crowd, as much as some of them were there for the wrestling
fans and boys.
some of them were there for the wrestling, some of them were there for the crack.
Yeah.
Right, wrestling event at the bike, you think? Yeah,
I think all
let's
they've
go
done is paid
take the piss out of them.
Nah, this is an event where they've probably gone down there, probably let them set up for free, but then they've let people in for free as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Just
No
to
one's
say
paid for a
it's
ticket here.
This is a Frank,
I
this is a carnival show.
Yeah.
I'm positive
This is
there wasn't a
carnival
gate.
show.
I'm positive there wasn't a gate for this show. Let me check.
Because it's a carnival show, mate.
That's
No.
what it is.
This is
No.
a carnival show.
No,
There's
they
no
didn't
way
make
people.
anything. Do you know what made the least money on the gate for the paying audience for WCW in that year? I'm sure you can fucking guess it.
Go on, Rob.
Sold out.
Sold out. 68k. Every other event has taken at least over 100. 101 is your next protocol for uncensored. That's what you get for putting fucking Hugh Morris on the gimmick.
But
They missed it, man. They did that much more after that. Hugh Morris was he was the poster boy, wasn't
I know.
should have been.
He'll always go down as the first jobber for Goldberg, and that's the end of it.
he? Definitely.
Dave rated that one 3 stars.
What did he rate the first match? Just out of curiosity?
I do think I said, but clearly I didn't. 2.25.
Okay, so Meltzer agrees with us.
Mr. Hotline Bling is in the building, baby. He's showing off his tattoo, which was fucking hilarious.
Oh, fresh on. He
Fresh
had it
on.
the other day. Fuck off. Yeah, that was fresh 20 years
I'm
ago. when you
gonna
actually
die
got
with
it.
this. All right then, Gene. Thanks for letting us know.
Never heard of laser tattoos.
Me, Gene.
He was like sitting there waiting for an excuse to like explain his prison tattoo, and he was like, "How am I going to?" And then like this Sturgis gimmick comes up, and he's like, "That's the one."
Yes. I do love the fact though. Suit
That's the one. I
and
love it.
Sturgis t-shirt. I thought that was a strong look for him.
What a geezer.
Strong
He's
look.
just in a jacket on and over a fucking
He's
rock.
fucking brilliant.
I like that.
Jane's brilliant, man. Honest to God, he's so fucking good. But I'm not sure he's watching the show because the hotline bling that he tries to sell us, right, is that there's 2 new managers like within WCW. No shit. Jackie was in the first one with Harlem Heat, and Ted DiBiase with the Steiner Brothers. Motherfucker, you're not paying attention. And this is why I think he has to change the story later on.
Yeah. He's like, oh fuck.
So someone's got him backstage and gone, we've already shown that, Gene. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the big scoop.
Why am I not making so much money on this? Oh fuck.
Literally. So we go into match 3, which is a tag team elimination match, right? Consisting of the team of the 4 Horsemen, which are Mongo and the murderous poet Chris Benoit. They are taking on the Iceman, the man of 1,000 holds, Dean Malenko, and the United States champion, JEFFJARRETT. Spin my.
Who's he with?
With Deborah.
Oh.
Puppies! We got puppies!
Oh.
We got 101 of those things.
102 if you've seen the sequel.
Well, Scott Dickinson's the ref.
Can I say as well,
go on.
Like the 4 Horsemen, like I don't know if I've said it before, but I fucking love. There's so many different like
can't straighten my fingers. Basically, Ric Flair when he walks out doing this. Like, can't you do that, Rick? No,
exactly.
This'll do. This'll do.
He's the original like orange.
I've earned this. I've earned.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the versions of like the 4 Horsemen theme, there's like so many different versions, but every single one of them are fucking quality. If you look on Spotify, you look on the archives of YouTube, they've had like 15 or 16 different themes the 4 Horsemen have throughout the time.
Yep.
Every one of them's fucking brilliant. It just takes you back to like a 1980s fucking like Arnold
Them jackets.
Commando.
Yeah.
Oh.
That type of gimmick. I love it. I love it. Mongo comes out and
Martin's going to be Jack Nicholson on us in a minute, I tell you.
Because Soft and Mongo comes out.
I'm sorry, on paper though, this match almost was amazing. I was like, fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck off, Mongo.
You see, and I knew that you were going to say that, but you're gonna have to do a lot of defending here. You're gonna have to, and I'm not sure you can, and we'll go into why because you would definitely try, but Benoit and Malenko go in the ring against each other to begin with, and that is just amazing. What a sentence!
Yeah,
just pure wrestling, nothing else. Just the 2 men in the ring about to work, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Even if you watch the way the throw a punch, the way they sell a punch, like Benoit in particular, it puts his punch involves his whole body movement.
Yeah,
everything the way he bends, the way he fucking everything about just a simple punch is fucking amazing, and that's what people should be like learning from. Not like I'm an expert, like, but like you looked at it and you think that's next level. You can throw a punch and you can put a match on, but to go that extra mile, fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
amazing, absolutely fantastic. Don,
it's small details like that. Like I have to agree. Those small details like that I see in wrestlers, and I'm like, that's the thing that's going to make the poem for me.
Yeah,
especially with Benoit. I mean,
absolutely, we know he loves them.
Yeah.
Then Mongo got in the ring -5 stars.
I'm going to actually say something here.
Oh God!
And I watched this and I was like, I think he's very, very, very slowly actually getting better. But I think that's because he's not in the ring all that much.
I was going to say he's very slowly having less and less to do as well.
Yeah. But I think that's why I saw watch a few things he was doing. Yeah, granted, it's Mongo. It's clearly going to be a botch. But I didn't feel it was that botchy.
The 4 Horsemen have got the heat on Malenko, right? Because Malenko does the work here.
He does a lot. Yeah,
he's the work horseman.
So a lot.
So he takes all the heat, right? And then Benoit's fucking giving him all the heat.
Yeah.
And then he tags out. Mongo comes in for about 25 seconds, if that.
Yeah.
And then he goes to tag out again, and Benoit's looking at him thinking, what the fuck you doing, you daft cunt?
Yeah.
Like, give me a fucking bit of a breather here. then he comes back in, and if you go back and watch, it's like a tale of the two of the four horsemen, just like going, what the fuck?
Seriously, mate.
I was just like, Mongo, what the fuck are you doing? Just fucking have a go for a bit, mate. Give me a breather.
Mongo can't even fucking answer him though. That's the fucking problem.
But I didn't hate Mongo as much as I thought I would in this one. But I think
he believes in on hype as well, man, and I don't like that.
Problem is, that many people have blown that much smoke up his arse, so he looks like a chimney.
I understand if you've been given something, you need to like go full force with it. I get that, but he's got to sit back and think. This ain't as good as what I think it is. Like, when I'm doing this and I'm looking stupid. I don't know.
As we've spoke about, the beatdown is all on Malenko. Brain gives the team of Benoit and Mongo a little bit of stick for not actually working like a tag team during the match. I'd just keep him in the corner, tagging in and out, kicking the fuck out of them, tagging in and out, keep a fresh man in 30 seconds, do it again, kick the fuck out of him, 30 seconds, do it again. Like, Brain's giving him tips and he's shooting on him, really. But can we just talk about that Double J eliminating himself then? Can we just talk about it? Can we get it off our system?
I love the fact as well that that sequence where Double J eliminated himself is one of the highlights of Mongo's best botches. I love that. If you watch Mongo,
top 10 on his Twitter page.
Mongo's botch, that will appear, and it ain't even his fault.
It ain't even his fault.
I love that. And it wasn't even a botch, it was like a stupid little...
It was a scripted moment in the fucking match, which is why Don has a lot of defending to. The jury is listening. Let's go.
Jeff Jarrett does things, and it works. I
gotta say about that.
This guy has just built a reputation to do this again in the future. This isn't the fucking last time he's going to do something like this.
No.
Bear in mind the circumstances at 2000 Bash at the Beach are completely different to this. However, the principle's the same. The man has still laid down and fucking shit all over kayfabe.
Yeah.
I'd probably argue that Vince probably fucked kayfabe up a lot more than Jeff doing this here.
It's not about that.
At a point though. A lot of people have taken shots at kayfabe. Jeff's just put his boot in.
Jeff's fucking shat on my face. I sat here and I swear to God, I literally fucking went, what the fuck was that, out loud. I didn't write it. I didn't keep it to myself. I fucking loudly said it. I called an audible. What the fuck was that? Like, what is this motherfucker playing at? No wonder he ends up in WWF in about 6 months.
Yeah.
Do you do me?
I want to be able to defend this. I really do. I can't.
Well, you can't. Mongo goes over, obviously. 9 minutes, 36 seconds, 0 stars. Move on.
What?
I'd probably have to agree. I'd say half a star purely because, like I say, Benoit.
Benoit Malenko, get you.
Benoit Malenko, and even
I'll give you it. I'm not going to shout on you. I'll give it you.
I think that, but the rest of it is just fucking the dog shits.
Yeah. Half star. Same reason. I want to give it 5, but Jeff ain't saving me this time.
I'm interested.
You know what? No. You get -5.
Nah. Half a star. Half a star.
Okay, dokie then. 2.25.
Did it really?
Yeah. And if you're as high as Meltzer, we can get you even higher with 10% off at Max Spielman, East Central in Merry Hill, of all the gimmicks, including photo gifts, sprints, frames, ID, and portraits. 10% off with the code HOTTAG10.
Can we pause a minute? Desperateness.
We got to go.
Like speed. Like, she's got her hand on her bag and it ain't, and it is, and it ain't, and it is, and it ain't.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice. We got a goat alert because here comes Jericho. It's match 4 for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. We've got Chris Jericho versus the champion, Alex Wright. So it's his first appearance this year, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so. Referee is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Mark Curtis.
Oh,
aka the dad from Jurassic Park 3, aka Ned Flanders, motherfucker. But Alex Wright's out here looking like a TikTok video on his way to the ring. He's such a man.
And he was
big and strong. In his eyes is such a glow.
and he was a few years ahead of his time with this techno dance music and stuff. He was ahead of his time. And dancing and stuff. He was like you say, he was a walking TikTok meme.
Literally.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And he beat, obviously, Chris Jericho for the title at Saturday Nitro, as you do on a Saturday Nitro.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that it's called Saturday Nitro, but wasn't it Saturday Night Main Event or something like that? No, Saturday.
They
Live.
would have like one.
What do they call their
like,
Saturday show?
They used to. I think there was like Saturday Night Main Event, but occasionally they would call it a Saturday Night Nitro.
Would they really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to Google it then. I'll let you have it.
So,
Rain Man.
I was saying, when it comes to WWF, dude, no one questions you. So
Well, that is true. That is true. So I'm doing the same. I'm giving you the same respect. You see how that works? Relationships are good like that.
from one Rain Man to another.
Hello, Rain Man. Good day to you, Rain Man.
Oh, the weather's beautiful today, isn't it, Rain Man?
So Tanay rattles on to tell us that
Fuck off, tonight don't rattle.
He definitely did about this one. Why did we care that Alex Wright's dad, Steve Wright, competed for 26 years? Why do we care?
Why would I care that fucking Chris Jericho's dad played hockey? That's got nothing to do with wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Steve Wright was a wrestler. That made sense.
Data. His data processing needs to be
And stars.
exported.
I'm going to say he's
Into his
Alpha
brain.
5. He's the Alpha 5 of professional wrestling.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Or he is the Johnny number 5. Your choice. Insert robot here.
Nice. Thing is, Jericho's the most over on the show so far with the bike noises. Mark Curtis actually popped. Whose fucking phone's on?
Put that on silent. If that, I swear.
Goddamn recording here. We got a job to do.
That's Mark sent into it on the fucking group.
He's fucking mugged us right off there, but the professional of the group had, fucking silent on. It's a good job he sent it though, because
Jesse the body.
Jesse the body over here. It's unreal.
Fucking meme that shit, Craig. Try it out.
So
I'm challenging him to meme that.
I'll send
Meme
him.
that picture.
I'll send him. I'll do it now so I don't forget because we know what it's like.
Find out next time if he's memed the fuck out of this.
Oh, it'll be on the internet tomorrow. This will. The internet, Jen.
The internet is calling again, Craig. Will you answer the call?
Why has Jane?
Gee.
Stuck in Jenny.
What's the matter with you, Jenny?
You can tell how much we want to talk about this show. We're just doing everything in our power not to talk about it.
Meme this. Anyway, done that. Thanks, Craig. I love you. Jericho body slamming Alex Wright on the wood floor was horrible. But Alex Wright did return a favour, which I thought, fair play for standing up for yourself, kid.
Yeah. I was like, they were both quite young in this match as well. I think they're age-wise.
But
Jericho
probably, even at this stage, I've got more experience. I'm going to try and take advantage and run this match my way and so on and so forth.
And Das Wunderkind's like, oh, no, have a slam.
Literally, I'm German. Like, have you not met me? Have you not heard about our fucking race and culture? I'm about to kill you.
No, I just think it's weird though. Like, this is meant to be heel Alex Wright. Now, Mark, you'll know this because obviously we know who Alex Wright becomes a bit later on. But this to me is not heel Alex Wright. This is just smarmy face Alex Wright.
This is not his full evolved state of heel.
This isn't even remotely his first evolution either. This is like nowhere near.
This is pre-Matrix. Should we put it that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so
East Germany will learn about this.
Well, it's the best match so far, but he had a pretty cheap heel finish. So 30 minutes and 3 seconds. Alex Wright retains the championship. I have rated it a little bit higher. I've gone with 1.5 stars.
I'll give this one 2 stars. Again, it was a good match. bit more content to it, a bit more material, a bit more ingredients, but
just didn't work.
I think it's like I think it's the pay-per-view, and I think it's where it is. It's just not working for me so far on this pay-per-view.
Does it work like at all this whole night?
It's hard because it's like you think of like, you know, nowadays you think of like the WrestleMania. The outside WrestleMania I think of is Edge, Undertaker, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
that's the outside where it's
31.
light. Thanks, Rain Man. And it's light at the start of the night, and it gets dark. Your main event's in the dark. It's windy. The air's blowing. I think of an outside stadium.
Even Hogan's was.
There you go. I think of an outside stadium like that, and this was just. It was dirty. It was, you know, it was polluted. I don't know. It was just shite.
It was Sturgis.
Dirty and polluted. I love it.
That's actually, as you enter Sturgis, that's the welcome.
It's dirty and polluted.
Welcome to Sturgis.
Brilliant.
I went 2 stars as well.
Okay.
Definitely the best match of the night so far. These two lads definitely fucking worked. I love Jericho's double powerbomb spot.
Yeah.
It's stupid in concept, because if you're going to beat him on the first one, why would you go for the second one? But I love every time he does it, and he does it a lot. He doesn't do it much these days, and it's gutting.
Yeah.
Dave gave it 3 stars.
Dave's an idiot.
Hang on a bit. Did he give the Mongol one higher rating than this?
No, he gave Ray and Conan higher.
Oh, okay.
Which, Dave, what you doing, mate?
No, it was on par. 3 stars as well.
Nah, sorry, night and day. Night and day, those 2 matches.
I agree. And just like Dave, the commentators just don't give a fuck, as Tony says, "See you soon, Tanay."
Yeah, stop shitting on Tanay.
Literally as the match graphic for the next match. And what about these match graphics? Did you like them? Did you dislike them? What did you think?
At least it fitted the theme of the show.
Okay.
And I can appreciate that.
It was very 97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home video, VHS, looking typographic on it. It fitted with like the reg plate, the license plate, and all that.
Yes. Yeah.
For its time, it's probably, we look back at it now and think, fuck you now, but like for the time, it's probably like the best thing going. Like,
oh, you look at that. That was like watching. That's like watching anything nowadays. I think there was a beautiful moment in this match though, where at the end when they said to Tanay to cover the finish.
Yeah.
Like, so Brian goes, "Oh, tell us what happened." So Tanay gives like detailed expression of what happened, and at the end he goes,
Right.
"Oh, and then he pinned him. Oh, thanks, Brain." Like, it's fucking completely shit. It was either this or the Conan Ray match. It was one of the 2, but I remember that, and it was like, I am one that was funny, and being too fuck you for doing that to Tanay. That man's a national treasure.
Unbelievable.
That's what I mentioned.
The one thing I didn't like, so I did like seeing him before this match. Did you spot what Penza was wearing?
I did not know.
No, he had a bandana on and everything. It was great. It was honestly fantastic. Shirt, like just a fucking casual shirt and jeans and a bandana. Living the dream he was. What I didn't like. Go on, sorry, Don.
Notice me, senpai, and love him.
What I didn't like so much is the fact that we didn't hear him enough, because he was quite muted down. So because I missed Penza on the show, I need a Penza introduction for the following contest, please.
Okay. For match number 5.
Match number 5.
Match number 5. Sorry, I have to get into the zone. I have to get into the zone like Ken Shamrock. If you will.
If you will.
Coming down to the ring. It's against the 13-time world heavyweight champion is fuck you headphones.
Wow.
Hello.
Oh.
Get shouting at the computer. Are you shouting through a window?
If you will, baby.
I wish you could hear that. That's my nephew.
Is he?
Even when he's not on the, not walking
he can't help
in,
but be a star, can he? He can't help it.
Just ask him, why am I shouting?
if you
Like,
will.
what are you shouting then?
Told you.
So
Shut up, Don.
Scott Dickinson's the referee for this one. It's Six representing the NWO versus the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Six gets the original music, which we should point out rather than the jobber music. Flair was over as fuck with the bikers.
Oh yeah. That seems like a really weird analogy or something.
It does.
It's like,
It's
let's
true.
over the bikers. Well,
if you will, baby.
Situation is dead.
Mm.
But
And it's mad though, because obviously you got Ric Flair's music. Like, you wouldn't put them like together.
yeah, they
Bike
don't
noises.
bike noises and pomp and circumstance. Just do.
You'd have thought,
That noise was sponsored by Michael Winslow.
like at this point in WWF, Crush he left the Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
If he would have joined WCW at this point before this pay-per-view, what would his reception be?
He'd be the biggest fucking baby face the world has ever seen. Like
Bret Hart
Hulkamania would have been reborn, baby.
Bret Hart in Canada.
Oh,
Levels.
Okay, Crush
for Montreal, like not even Calgary, for Montreal.
Yeah.
When he walks in as champion, as motherfucking champion.
Yeah.
They'd have to put the belt on him, wouldn't they? Really?
Oh, straight away.
They'd have to.
With the atomic leg drop, I wouldn't have it any other way. The heart punch isn't over. He's got to hit the atomic leg drop.
Yeah.
On that note, Six working with Flair must have been absolutely massive for him at the time, I would think. I don't have a lot to say about the match. I think it went a little bit longer than I wanted it to, really, if I'm honest. Six hit to suck it. So we're starting to see that from the WCW boys before it ends up in the Fed.
Mm-hmm.
Brain plays Dusty a compliment during this one.
Yes.
How much vodka has he been on was the question that I asked myself.
The water baby.
And
I thought that was quite nice, like, because he paid the compliment, then like Dusty turned around and said, "Oh, shut up." And I don't think that was him being like,
thank you,
coy. That was him,
Brain.
like, please be quiet.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about it.
Wait, thank you, Brain. If you will. But the bottom line is, it was decent throughout. Flair controlled the obviously match and led it the way he wanted. And as much as the finish was a bit gimmicky, I thought it was different, and it showed Ric Flair's dirtiest player of the game side, right? That was the whole point. And I didn't go mad. I went 1.5 stars. Do I think it was better than Alex Wright and Chris Jericho is what I'm asking myself. I think the answer is no. I think it's on par.
I think I'd agree with that. 1.5 stars.
I think it's on par. I actually do think it's on par.
Considering obviously they had the 6-man, was it the 6-man tag team? Was it last time? On each side. It was
Piper
and Flair and
Kevin Green.
It was Flair and Piper last month, wasn't it? And that was
it was
fucking
the month before that
terrible.
6-man.
Yeah.
That 6-man the month before.
So this is
before
that I'd have thought, because no jobs in between. I can't see these two interacting as much with matches and stuff. So there was nothing to it, and it was all right. I mean, Flair at this point, Flair's still getting on a bit. We talk about Flair in '97. He's been around for ages at this point.
Yeah,
and he'll keep going for quite a few more years.
Yeah.
If you will.
I've said this before in episodes. I'd love to have seen a match between these two because there seems some legitimate heat. Every little interaction we've seen with these two, there always seems to be something a bit legit. I was like, give that in a match. That'll be a fucking spot on match. There was a few moments like it in the match where I thought, shit, this is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. These two are just gonna fucking fight, and it never happened. I was really disappointed.
So are you rating 1.5 stars as well then?
I'm going to say, I think this is on par for me as the Jericho Alex Wright.
So you're going at 2?
Yeah. Different reason though.
What's the reason? Flair's robe.
Now, I actually really like these two working together.
Okay.
And there was a story sort of going into it. Like, in fairness, commentary did put over the story, but I like that. That's what commentary should be doing.
I agree.
Yeah, good match. I enjoyed it.
Dave rated it 1.25 stars.
Suck a dick, Dave.
We go straight into match 6, which on paper sounds amazing. In reality, probably not so much. We are talking Kurt Hennig, better known as Mr. Perfect, versus Diamond Dallas Page. He's with Kimberly, who is absolute a worldie, first class fire. Referee Mark Curtis, he's back in the saddle. DDP really looked pissed off on his way to the ring, though, telling the cameraman to back up. He didn't look interested, he didn't look happy.
I think somebody played some shenanigans. And I think it got to him a bit.
I'd probably agree with that.
That wouldn't sort of surprise me, especially being Kurt Hennig. Like, I've never heard bad stories about Kurt, but
a bit of a wild merchant, though.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like DDP's coming off the back of like the Randy Savage feud.
Feud of the year.
You know.
Yeah. And you're thinking, fucking hell, it's only going to get better from here, right?
Looking at he's up now and he's looking up the stairs.
Fortunately, he's on the landing right now.
And I can't lie, I can't summarise this match other than disappointing for me. I wasn't really interested throughout. I think when Mark Curtis got knocked out the first time and the fucking Henning Plex had happened, the perfect Plex, and there was a kick out, I was thinking, that's interesting. And then I'm sure, like I heard, you've got 4 minutes, like basically. And that's why Henning like really slowed down. Like, you know, for that second one, he really slowed down. And DDP was bleeding then when he didn't look like he was bleeding when he was on the floor for a copious long amount of time. It was ridiculous. And then he was pissing up blood. Then they just repeated a few spots really until the ref got knocked down again. And then maybe Flair remembered his cue. Maybe he forgot his cue the first time. I don't know. But he got a diamond cutter for his trouble. Unfortunately, that distraction was enough for Henning to hit the perfect Plex. And a really long free count reminded me a little bit of Booker T at Mania 19. I felt that anyway.
It did seem... I don't know. I think the ref, as much as I don't want to talk shit about Mark Curtis, because he's fucking God, but I think there was a bit of a fuck up. I don't think that was meant to be the finish. And I think he was trying to give him the, like... That's my opinion. Yeah.
Would you think Henning went for the finish there and then, and Mark Curtis said, no, you've got 4 minutes left, for example, or no, that's not the finish, Flair's still got to come in?
I think that's the case, yeah.
That could have definitely been the case, because Henning did slow down massively, and, you know, sometimes you look at that and go, maybe they forgot what's happening and they're trying to work it out, and that's why they're taking the time.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the match wasn't as slow as that.
No, it really, like, nosedived at that point. It was really like, what the fuck is going on?
It had so much potential. I've gone with 1 star after 9 minutes and 41 seconds.
I went with 1 star. Half a star for the match. Half a star for Kimberly.
Nice. That's fair.
1 star again.
Well, we've done it, boys. We've hit the jackpot. Ding, ding, ding.
Dave gave it 1 star as well. Yeah, but
I'd say that about a DDP match at this point in '97.
And if you wanted to hit the jackpot, then you can visit our good friends at Merry Hill Heat Central, Max Spillman, to get 10% off all the gimmicks with the code HOTTAG10. Dave, give it 3/4 of a star, so 0.7.
Oh, actually, so we're all in ball range, like ballpark then. Interesting.
This is to me, watching Kurt Hennig work as well. It's a bit of he's like coasting. He's coasting.
It's a little bit bittersweet. It's a little bit bittersweet.
I don't blame him, because he's probably got fucking bad injuries and he's recovering and he's old and he's haggard because he's done his time. Do you know what I mean? He's done some good stuff previously and he's just on a payday, which is what this is what WCW is coming into at this point.
Yeah,
it's all for the payday.
Literally.
Especially the nearer you get to the main event scene.
Yeah,
100%.
Unfortunately, it's
And we get the hotline bling gimmicks as Gene actually tells us a different story that we haven't heard, talking about Raven and Stevie Richards. We then move into a full brawl advert, which God knows who it was. I don't know if you know who it was.
I've just written many jobbers advertised for Brawl.
Who was the one that was screaming?
I'm pretty sure Raph was one of them.
I don't think. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think it was him though. But to me, it looked like a prequel to Ready to Rumble.
In fairness, though, it's Brawl these War Games. That's a big event for them.
Yeah. War Games is the main event of Fall Brawl, isn't
it? Yeah.
So when you think maybe, I don't know.
Can't wait.
At this point, you maybe put a. I wouldn't mind just seeing NWO on the advert. I wouldn't mind of NWO doing the advert like a team.
Who was in the advert for Uncensored?
Yeah.
Hugh Morris.
Just seems to be who's available, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's available?
And hey, Morris, fancy doing an advertisement? You bastards. So.
But then there's an NWO advert as Bischoff basically tells us Luger's going to pay, shitty promo. But here we go, because, oh, yeah, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Elizabeth. Martin, over to you.
Oh, I am ready. Oh, shit.
Okay, so the
holy joking.
Oh, thank
you. Kept joking and joking.
I just kept joking.
A shot in the butter.
Well, this is.
Rob's already muted.
This is the segment that I like to call the greatest segment in the world, Hogan. Yeah. So, we've got Be a Man. Be a Man. The legendary rap album 2003. Macho Man, Randy Savage. What a fucking guy. This is from Macho Man, Randy Savage, I'm Back, which features on the album. So, we've got I'm back on the block, but the product's changed. But the passion I possess still remains the same. I'll switch the game, I'm on a different plane. The first wrestling MC will be a claim to fame. I'm like Dion, Bo and Mike, I can play two sports. And in both arenas, I'm a tremendous force. Because when I fight or rip the mic, I ain't taking no slack. In fact, I got the knack to entertain, so I'm back. And I've got a feeling that I've read that before. No. That is Be a Man. I'm back. Oh yeah.
Oh, rated 5 stars, baby.
17 stars.
Literally, that could have
a good day when he's writing that one. He wasn't as salty on that.
Wasn't as fucked up.
Yeah.
Just quick before we talk about this match, because this isn't going to be nothing conversation about this match. Do you prefer salty Macho on the mic, or do you prefer a more humble Macho on the mic? Speaking to the prominent Macho Man MC fan that you are, Mark.
I think he's good when he's a salty motherfucker, to be fair.
Yeah. That's the one that brings a tear to my eye.
I can't wait to hear your salty motherfucking version. I can't. I can't wait.
Which one?
Just anything that you might
any
produce,
bars you ever want to drop.
Any bars that you ever want to drop, I am going to be happy to hear them.
He'll be in for a treat.
Oh, I can't wait. So, match 7 is the Macho Man Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth taking on the Giant. Mickey J is the referee for this one. I've got 2 points and we're going home just like this match because it only lasts 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Savage goes for a slam to begin the match. Safe to say it did not work. More of the same, like the rest of the show. Savage, when he starts putting in the graft, he's on it and it's time to go. And it made a hell of a difference to the match. The finish, Savage is really trying his hardest to beat him. He goes up for the fucking big axe handle off the top. He gets caught. It's a choke slam. It's a 1, 2, 3. Hi, Frankie.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Good night.
And Kids Do Wrestling is on it tonight. I have given that classic 1.5 stars.
Okay. I think half a star.
You know what? Like the DDP rating, when you give 1 star, I was like, that must hurt mine to do that. Like, because you love DDP. And I think that hurts you even more to give Savage half a star.
Yeah.
And that's why I couldn't bring myself to do it. Like with Flair, I couldn't bring myself to rate it any less than 1.5.
And I think Dom was spot on. Like the closer you get to the top, the more coasting you get.
I guarantee there's a trend. If you go back and watch all the reviews, that star rating sort of hovers. You get a few spikes. You get to roughly the midway, a little bit after.
Yeah, it all goes downhill for WCW in the second half, doesn't it? Whereas it's the complete opposite for the Fed.
Yeah.
And they've started to put on a strong match in the opener now as well. They know they just can't send the Godwins out in the opener and hope for a fucking 3-star match.
I'm going to say they've got to keep them in the dark now. They've got to keep them in the dark.
It's right. Change their characters up a bit and that.
I went 1
Love and
star
justice, you say?
I went 1 star with this.
Okay.
I have to agree with you, Rob. When Macho gives a fuck, it was awesome, but
Brilliant.
That was it. Other than that, nothing much.
We're going to the co-main event now. Just to let you know, Big Dave rated that 1 star. We're match 8 of 9. It's for the WCW Tag Team Championships. On paper, again, it sounds fantastic. It's the champions, the outsiders versus the Steiner brothers. Nick Patrick's your referee. Now, these boys have to make some effort because they're given quite a bit of time. They're given the longest match time on the night so far, which is 15 minutes and 29 seconds. However, it is very bland and very basic, and there's no seasoning in this match whatsoever. The end is very, very questionable. And again, it's like they're trying to sell us something that doesn't work. And
you know what, Rob? They've got some substance here. Because they've got a bit of history. Because if you go back all the way to the Sold Out, the Steiner's been.
It lasts all year, doesn't it? This
This is like 6 months at this point. 6, 7 months, 8 months in the making.
Yeah.
You've got the Sold Out, the beat on, but then it got overturned because then you'll be cheats and all that type of thing.
So this is technically the second time now, right?
Yeah, they've been ducking him.
When was it? Was it last month or when Chono?
Chono and Mutat last month.
Yeah, remember when they fucking got Steiner, one of them arrested and pepper sprayed as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be for the tag belts.
This has been a story running.
Bash the beach, Chono, Muta was the top place.
Took the place,
And then they made it a number 1 contenders match.
Yeah.
Just so it was a...
This had a lot of... If you're coming into this match as a tag team, you guys have been tag teams. You've put matches together. You've built your own stories and you've made it work. Like, you've got a lot of substance here. You've got a lot of material to work with here, ain't you?
Yeah.
So you can put on you can tell a really good story out there because you've got something. People are invested in what they're doing.
Definitely. But the thing is, as well, the advantage they've got, they can rerun spots.
Yeah.
But tweak them. So it's like a callback to previous matches. You don't get that with every other wrestling match.
Main event, you can call a fake
sense.
You can call a fake finish on something that's happened before, but then turn it around. You know what I mean? You can work. You can just
so much.
But
they didn't. Scott just gets beat up for a long time. Rick Steiner, when he does come in, I'll give him credit. He absolutely bossed it. The power that man has, because he was just throwing Kevin Nash around like he was a cruiserweight. Like I said, the end's questionable. It ends up being a DQ finish. But the problem is they try and make us believe that the Steiners have won by pinfall. Ted DiBiase comes in the ring with the belts, and obviously Nick Patrick says, no, I've disqualified them. It was blatantly a 2 count. It was never even nearly a 3 count before Nick Patrick was pulled out of the ring by Kevin Nash. But he called for the bell. He called a DQ. So the Outsiders still retain the titles. Steiners win the match in general disqualification. I don't know why, but I have gone 2 stars.
I went a bit lower. I went 1.5.
1.5.
Maybe I was feeling generous.
1.5, and that dusty finish really took away from it.
Mm.
This crowd really didn't give a shit about wrestling.
Speaking of shit finishes, we're about to go home.
Can we just talk about Michael Buffer's leather cap? That was using.
100%.
This is the best outfit of any announcer or worker that wasn't wrestling on the show.
Pence had a bandana, which I know you didn't spot, but
you know my love of the bandana gimmick, though. I love the bandana gimmick.
Was he trying to prove that he was a big Street Fighter fan? I didn't get it.
I don't know, but I was there for it. I saw that and I was like, fuck yeah.
Bischoff was probably like...
I was like, for fuck's sake.
Bischoff probably had Ted Turner's checkbook, was like, right, Buffer. How much would it cost for us to
50 grand? 50 grand?
And Buffer's like, whatever you want, pal.
It will cost you $100,000.
It's time
to pay my money.
Literally, the Buffers.
Let's put that one on me.
Brilliant. So,
I love the Michael Buffer segment that's just started.
Buffer's here. He's great. He's brilliant. He's expensive, but he's brilliant. Luger's music, shit. He's fucking shit.
I hate it.
He's one of the worst music in the history of professional wrestling. And this man's walking out with a big gold belt. You need to tell me what the fuck is going on. Like, get back to your shopping mall as far as I'm concerned.
This is fucking different. You tell me Brett's music, bang, you've got it. Guitar, it's done. You tell me Shawn Michaels' music, bang, done. You tell me even Diesel, like you hear the big horn.
I'm sorry, I just had multiple orgasms.
But you know what I mean? Like Sting, I can tell you Sting's off by even now.
Yeah.
DX, Triple H. You know, you can just name them, bang, there you go.
Though,
I can't even tell you what Lex Luger's music sounds like at any point.
Biddle music.
At any point.
The only way I can describe it.
I could tell you what. The only music I could tell you is fucking Wolfpack music. That's it.
Honestly, and this isn't like just a WWF thing. WCW had like recognizable theme music. Hogan, Sting, Outsiders. Like in my opinion, like there's so many people that you could have gone with. Steiner Brothers, the Steiner Brothers music that they're using at this time.
Oh, this was their music.
I love it.
Do ya? I fucking hate it. Can't stand it.
I fucking love
Swear to you, I can't stand it. Swear to you, I think it's as shit as Lex Luger's.
No, it's nowhere near, mate.
Is it shitter than Scott Steiner's? Holla, if you hear me. No.
And then it's just an alarm.
Yeah.
That makes sense for him though. He's mental.
Yeah.
That's my argument.
It's almost as good as 1992. Oh, Sean!
Do you not like the Sherry version?
I love the Sherry version.
I actually prefer the Sherry version over.
You need to calm down. Fucking hell, let's move on.
What do you think? It's Saturday night. It's my first night out in 18 months or something.
Shooting. And I fucking love it. You deserve that, you prick. There's sweat on my face. You don't watch this shit anyway. So anyway, WCW.
You've got a podcast.
Fuck off. You can get how much off at Max Billman?
I'd fucking love that. So the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Lex Luger gets fireworks. He's still got milk around his lips, but more importantly, he's got the World Heavyweight title around his waist as he takes on Hollywood. Hulk Hogan. Randy Anderson is the referee. This match is full of rest holds and time wasting, which is obviously typical what we've come to expect of a Hogan match. He's only interested in his payday. At this point, The heat that he draws, though, actually gets a vocal response from the crowd rather than bikes or anything like that. A Hogan sucks chant breaks out, and that is the first and only chant of the night.
I think Jericho got a chant in his match, but it was very faint.
I definitely didn't hear it over them bikes.
I think that takes away from this crowd a lot. Them bikes.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear people's theme music over the bikes. It's like, come on.
The best part of the match for me is when Hogan calls Luger Lex Luger. Loser.
He wants him to join the B team. That's what he wants to do. Your invitation has been arrived and will be accepted post haste.
Hogan basically, after Luger makes his comeback, cuts him off, misses the big leg drop, and then the NWO interfere, and they get all fucked by Luger. But Luger's taking 20 men out with the shittiest clotheslines I've ever seen in my fucking life. They were actually disgusting. They made me sick to be a wrestling fan that actually watched this motherfucker perform for so many years. Fuck me, you're killing the business, son. Long before them boys in AEW started. I feel a bit out of order now. He's in a wheelchair. He can't be, like, you know what I mean? He's not going to kick my ass now. He's like 20 years ago, he probably could have. But to be fair, he probably can now. Fuck it. Sting turns up. Okay. And when we say Sting, we definitely mean the fake Sting. It wasn't Steve. It wasn't Phineas. It just wasn't fucking Sting. Okay. The bottom line is, right, the commentators try and sell us that this was Sting, the real Sting. And this fake looking fucking Halloween costume motherfucker hits Luger with a baseball bat. Hogan hits the big leg drop, and we've got a new champion again. Hogan wins the belt. Hogan goes over, brother, because obviously it needs to work for him.
Yeah.
I don't understand how the commentators expect us to believe that it was Pig. I just don't get it. It's beyond me, but I have given it 1 star after 16 minutes of 15 seconds of action.
One's quite generous, I think, Rob. I'll give it half a star again.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just fucking...
What's the fuck?
It's crazy. Like, how many times at this point, like, I'd be interested to find out, like, Hogan winning the belt, like, what was this? How many times did
like, in terms of
third,
combined with the WWF titles, or
just WCW?
Just WCW.
Third or fourth?
Third.
I think this might be his third. Because he won his first title in his debut match.
There was that fucking terrible fucking match with Savage on Nitro once, wasn't there, as well?
Yeah, and then he lost the belt to Giant in Giant's debut.
Then he would have won it with the NWO, right?
And then he lost it to Luger the other day. Yeah,
and then
won it back. Yeah. So this would be his fourth reign. I mean, you could Rayman it, but I'm pretty sure that's his third or fourth.
Doing it.
I'm just thinking, like, he's obviously said, "Oh, I'll drop it to you on Nitro, so I'll get another, like."
They've done it to pop a rating. It was there to pop a rating, and then on the pay per view, I'll have it back, and then we'll be back to square one.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, just that. I mean, of anyone that could have won this title, though, and they chose Luger. Like, how many people you could have put in this position?
The celebration, though, when Luger won it on Nitro, the fucking ring was rammed like...
Yeah. The locker room.
Like, they just won the fucking Super Bowl.
WrestleMania 10 all over again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for him to just take it away, like, that's made Luger look shit, to be fair. Yeah. It's meant nothing. Oh, yeah, it was a bit of, it was a cheat.
It's a fluke.
He lost by... He didn't win clean, but it doesn't matter. He's a champion. He's a fighter. Do you want him to be a fighting champion, or do you want somebody just to fucking hold the belt so he can get another notch on his belt when he wins it back?
It was a fluke. It looks like a fluke win now.
Crazy.
And it always looked like that asterisk. It was like, he won the belt. Yeah, for like a week.
I am surprised there because the internet gen is telling us that this is his third title run. I thought it was his second. I thought it was his fourth. Sorry. With the history that we've just mentioned. I thought he beat Savage for it. Did that not happen?
No, he beat Flair on his first night at Bash in the Beach 95.
94.
94, sorry. There we go. This is why there's two Raymen for WCW. Then his next loss for the belt would have been against Giant on his debut. And then the final time was Luger. Up to now would be Luger on Nitro.
Yeah. He beat the Giant after his second run because he wasn't going to beat Ric Flair, brother.
Yeah.
So the Giant wins it on April 22nd of 96 on a Nitro and loses it in the August at Hog Wild. So a year to the event.
I think they even said on the commentary that he won the belt.
Yeah.
Back.
359 days. He was the champion before winning this one back.
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
stupid. Half a star. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm sorry. This is such a bad show.
It is. It is a really bad show. Dave also rated it half a star as well. And look, the WCW just goes to shit here because they haven't filled their allotted time for the event. So we get loads of stalling, the baby faces. And when we say baby faces come out to send help for Lex Luger, the Steiner brothers go out. I get that one. Why is Kurt Hennig out there as a baby face? Wasn't he a heel against Diamond Dallas Page earlier in the card?
This is the problem with this sort of booking. The NWO are the heels. Like, you can have some tweeners who are sort of like, okay, I'm not exactly like a white cowboy hat wearing motherfucker. But
you send your biggest blue eyes out there, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Send out your Steiner, you'd send out DDP. I'm trying to think. I'd throw you. I'd even.
Send Rey Mysterio out.
If
he couldn't walk, though. He had a reason.
In fairness, though, when they brought that little leg splint out for him, I thought that was his gurney. Until they said, oh, it's his leg splint. I was like,
we need a gimmick. Okay, I'll take this out with me. Fuck off.
Take Barbie's first fucking hospital visit gurney.
Luger's selling, -5 stars. Tony's getting some shit on the headset, but he can't hear it. So we're showing the fans it's a right mess. It's all going to shit. Brain is visibly giving up. He's fucking done. And then basically there's a fight backstage, we're told, but it turns out that it's just an NWO promo. Rodman's in the building. Rodman's there, but hasn't been utilised on pay-per-view, other than for this moment where he re-sprays the NWO on the title belt. To save the show, Solid Snake was back on the Steadicam during the end of show credits, which was good. I think it might just be the worst show of the year so far. So let's get to those overall
Go back to Rodman while you do that.
Yes.
Like, why didn't you have come having with Hogan coming to the ring again, or was it? It's got to be something to do with Rodman saying, "I ain't fucking going out there with all them."
I think that was pre-filmed.
You know
I think that spot was they'd pre-filmed it.
I think they've done that after Bash, to sort of when he was there when at Bash. Was it Bash at the Beach? He was there.
Could have been, yeah. Or
that was definitely live. That was definitely live.
Think.
There's no way that was pre-recorded. Hogan was sweating to fuck, like he was exhausted. Everyone was in the gear, and they were clearly at that venue. They were fucked.
Why would you pay someone just to come here to do this for theatre?
Which goes back to the point of why is he used in the fucking post credits?
That's what I'm trying to get across. Like, with 2 minutes left of the event, why is he coming out to spray paint it about? Okay.
Don't use them in the finish.
Exactly. Rather than the fake stink.
Yeah.
Try and sell us on the real sing. So, sing, one of them. Every step you take, every move I make, I'll be watching you. Oh, yes, Chris. Why don't you come round and put your little shorts on and mow my front lawn, Chris?
If you're on Spotify, please don't tune out. We haven't found Mr. Herbert.
That's what Alex Wright was saying to Jericho when they was planning the match.
Yeah, slip your little pants off, Jericho. We'll have fun later. We'll have a real fun time. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
That's fun, the kind over here.
What do you think our overall star ratings come out to, boys?
1.1.
1.1.
And I'm highballing that.
Yeah, 1.1 is absolutely correct. Now, here's the thing, right? This is where it gets a little interesting. So, does it beat sold out or not? So, sold out was 1.18. Okay, that has been the lowest show so far this year. Boys, we have a new winner. We've 1.15. Road Wild. He's in the lead for the worst show of the year so far.
So you're saying the biggest winner, in fact, is the biggest
Loser.
Oh man, the crowd has been.
Fuck that noise, because the bottom line is next show is SummerSlam 1997. We get to talk about Austin's neck break. We get to talk about Brett versus Taker with Shawn Michaels as the referee for the title. We get to talk about Triple H and Mankind in a steel cage. Wow.
No spoilers, please. I've never watched this show.
We get to talk about those 3 big incidents that you definitely know about, so it's cool.
Yeah.
And on that note, fuck this shit. Just like this show, we're the fuck out of here because I've give up. I have been Rob Campbell alongside.
Fuck a roaring pussy.
He went there. I love it.
That is all.
Thank you and good night.